Well, hello everyone. So exactly what's going on starting August 29th here in the state of Alabama in regards to how you get married? What is different and how does the process work? Well, first of all, starting August 29th, they will issue no more marriage licenses. Under the existing, as of this moment, law, the previous law prior to the August 29th marriage bill in Alabama that's now law, you would have to have a minister, probate judge, someone of authority licensed in the state of Alabama to solemnize a marriage with a ceremony of some sort. As of the 29th of August, that is no longer needed. The state does not issue a quote unquote marriage license. You will go to the probate website. If you don't do the internet, if you don't have a printer, you can't do that. You just run by the probate office and pick up the contract. It's what it technically is. It's not a license. And that contract, that form that you're going to pick up or print out from the probate website, which should be on all the probate websites across the state in each county, it doesn't matter which one you print it from. It'll ask questions, of course, like your name, your date of birth, make sure you have legal age, your information, I guess, your parents' name, and existing marriages. The same basic information that you would have filled out when you got a marriage license. Then you would have that paper with you on the day that you want to be your wedding day, whether it be September the 13th, which is a Friday this year, or whatever other day. You're going to have a notary on site with you or meet with a notary that day. This document has got to be filled out and signed by you and notarized on the day that you want to recognize as your marriage date, your wedding date. So the complications that will cause will be getting hold of a notary on the weekend, because most weddings take place on a Saturday or Sunday. Now going forward, I'll address more of this in a moment. Going forward, you get that form, you fill it out. So this does several things. If you want to just say, we just want to do a quick pop-up thing, get married, you no longer have to find a courthouse preacher to marry you. You don't have to go through any rituals. The only thing you need is a notary. You need that form and someone with a notary seal. During the week, most people have a bank account. Most banks, well, I can't say. Some places, because of this new law, they may not want to be hassled with notarizing marriage contracts, which is basically what this is. So you need to kind of plan ahead to make sure you got a notary that will work with you and be where you need them to be on the date that you want them to be there. That's the big thing right there. That is the huge thing. Before, you had to have a minister or whoever's going to officiate your wedding had to be there with a black ink pen to sign a marriage license. So to be clear, it's no longer that. You can still have a ceremony if you want. There's no ceremony required any longer in the state of Alabama. It's only getting that form from probate, filling it out in front of a notary, having it notarized, and then filing it back with the county. That starts August 29th. Now there's been some confusion in at least one county as to, if you get married with a marriage license, it's got to be filed with probate before the 29th. That's not true. It's got to be used on no later than the 28th of this month, and then filed within 30 days of that date. It's just on the 29th of August, the state will no longer recognize. In other words, if you picked up a marriage license in August the 25th, and you decided that you wanted to get married on August the 28th that evening, your marriage license would still be good because you're still on the 28th. One probate office suggested that it had to be filed by the 28th. It does not have to be filed by the 28th. It has to be used by the 28th. Because if you got married on the evening of the 28th, you're still within the law of using a marriage license on that date, and you could not file it after 4 p.m. on the 28th. You would have to file it no earlier than the 29th. So your marriage license has to be used by the 28th of August, and then it can be filed after the 28th. So there's a misconception by some probate offices as to that. I want to clarify that. If you got a marriage license on today, which is August the 21st, you've got to use that marriage license. You've got to have that marriage license filled out and signed by a minister, judge, whomever, no later than the 28th, because starting the 29th, if you haven't used that marriage license, it's no good on the 29th. It's only good up through midnight of the 28th, to make this perfectly clear. Once you get that form printed out or picked up 29th of August, and have a notary wherever you are, whatever date you want as your wedding anniversary date, and you get that done, then it has to be filed back at probate. It doesn't matter which probate office you take it to.